You shouldn't tell anybody we're on.
I know.
That's good.
Yeah.
Don't say you're ready. Just
Or
start.
just put a hidden camera
Just sit
up
the
in the
people
top.
down, say what's up, and you just start rapping.
That's where all the
rolling,
good stuff
get
comes.
rolling.
Is like when you're not.
Yeah, it's all
paying
over
attention,
now. I'm
yeah.
done.
Now
Yeah.
it's just gonna be awkward silence.
Yes, I'm gonna have to go.
Hello.
I'm gonna rub my hat.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll probably put this in the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
How are you gonna put it in the beginning if you weren't recording it?
Well, no, I'm
He is recording it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
you are?
recording it, Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best way to do it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Man.
We have a very special guest,
Yeah, we
as you
do.
can see. Mr. Don Mattis is
Don
with us
Mattis.
today from Cleveland. Yeah, came up from
Stowe,
Cleveland.
Ohio,
Stowe,
Akron
Ohio.
area.
Man.
Yes,
You said Akron?
Akron, Stowe, Hudson,
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so the
Cleveland.
Akron
I
area.
grew up in Cleveland.
But you grew up in Cleveland. Got
Cleveland is a depressing town.
it.
Cleveland.
Yeah, it's like every
Oh.
time you drive up, you just see the gloom and the gray.
See, I grew
and-
up there in the 50s and 60s.
Oh,
man.
before all the.
Oh my! It was
yeah.
crazy then, but people didn't realize it because they had no what
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, you didn't.
If I was captured on the phone when I was young, I'd be in prison.
Oh man.
You know, when you're a young juvenile, one of the things you do,
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
Stupid.
I started on a glue bag.
A glue bag, just huffing glue.
Yeah,
Man, that's
10 years
like
old.
when glue was
Love it.
glue.
Wait, what kind of glue are you
Not
huffing?
Elmer's, right?
Elmer's?
No, not Elmer's.
The
That's
good
those-
stuff, the
those-
industrial strength glue.
You're called airplane glue.
Yeah.
What is
Okay, you
that?
should build models with it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and then you sit there and start building models, and you go, "This is
Wait
great."
a minute here.
Because you numbed out and you're getting stoned. And then people got into glue bags and put it in the bottom of the plastic bag and
I've
inhale.
never done that. No, I'm not. I would not.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
like
opposed
huffing
to doing it.
gasoline.
I never did that either.
Interesting.
All
But
the time.
that starts the brain. It's all about the brain goes, yeah, man, I love that.
Like, this is
Do you,
cool.
Huh?
do you think it's a disease? Do you think that
Oh, I
you
believe
were
it's definitely a disease.
Do you think you were
I
predisposed?
believe, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you have alcoholic in your family, what does it tell?
Right.
Even the behavior.
I'm just
tell-
curious.
Yeah. When you do the behavior of someone coming home and they're drinking and getting high, and you're like a young kid, you're watching their emotions, how they're rolling. You're going, yeah, that's
I want
pretty
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, especially when you
Just
get
check it out.
wounded and traumatized, you go, I need that.
Right.
But you can't express yourself because you're so young.
Hmm.
You really don't know what's going on. What do they say your brain is formed at what age? 28 for men, is it?
Yeah. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I love the elephant in the
Let's
room.
talk about your outfit choice.
What?
I love the outfit choice.
What do you like about it?
It's like you stick out, right? You can't hide in the crowd.
Right.
Yeah. So like, is this everyday wear for you? So you got a giant purple beard.
Right.
You're wearing like a purple, red, white, and
He
blue
makes art with
shirt.
the beard, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do art with the beard.
And then you got the jester hat.
Jester for Jesus hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Love it.
And this is
Thank
everyday
you.
wear for you.
Yeah.
How many times a day do people are like, yeah, brother?
Well, that's a whole different situation because you never know what you're going to.
I was gonna say the American flag apparel nowadays
it's
could
like-
get dicey.
Okay.
Yes or no?
See, I'm the kind of person I developed where I don't care what you call me. You say, Don, you're an idiot, you're this and that. It's not going to affect me.
Yeah.
but
I
are
let
you
peop-
do people politicize your shirt?
No, they never have.
Really?
For some reason. I don't know why.
That's shocking.
It was shocking. No one ever came to me and started debating. They all think they assume. We love assuming as alcoholics
That's what
and
we
drug
do.
addicts.
Yeah.
You know, they think I'm a Republican, this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, I mean,
But they don't ever ask me.
Right.
See, I'm a strange character in the way people never ask me about me. But I listen because I had that bar ministry for 30 years, and always I went there, listen to people.
Well, you're in luck because we want to ask you about you today.
Yeah.
Well, we'll ask whatever you want. This is how I like to be interviewed. Ask me anything. I don't care what it is. Ask me anything
Sweet.
you want. I have my life. Look at all these articles I gave you are all open books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing hid.
No,
This is
no,
my
yeah.
skeleton. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. Crazy
We
with
all
happiness.
are, right? We all are. Yeah. What's your thing? Stoned on happiness.
Stoned
All
on
that.
happiness.
Yeah. Stoned on happiness.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It makes perfect sense. Like,
Right?
does.
But a lot of people think you get stoned. But you know what that doesn't mean? For me, then they come and talk to me, go, oh my gosh, that guy doesn't get high.
Oh my God.
Right?
Because like if
No
you looked
way.
at you from like outside
Oh.
perspective, like this guy's
Yeah.
he's definitely on something, right?
Tripping.
He's definitely on
LSD.
something, right?
Yeah, let
Like
me
an
tell
old
you
hippie.
a really good, a good
Please.
story.
Please.
I had a bar ministry in Hudson. It's called Brewbakers. Excuse me, but I went there for 30 years. And one time, I have so many stories. This cop came in, and he went back to the police station and told the captain this story about me. And he was saying things like, that guy is on acid or something. Look at him, right? And you know what the captain told him? No, we know him. He's straight and sober.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See,
coming from a cop,
assumption?
isn't it?
Assumption.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
thinks I'm all tripping and doing all this.
Just
and
because of how you look.
Yeah. And the person who told me the story knew the captain of the police department. And I laughed. But
Man.
we assume everything.
Assumptions are so bad.
That's how I live my life.
But
Sadly.
sometimes, listen, assumptions are good. Because if you lived in the streets, like if you're assuming that guy's like that, you got to be like wired.
Aware,
You got to
aware.
Yeah, so there's good assumption just
Sure.
like there's holy good fear.
But would you argue that most assumptions
Yes.
aren't for good?
They're false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actions and judgment, you got to have it.
It's a
If
survival.
you pull a gun on me
Yeah.
today, what I got to sit here like a little.
Man.
You got to react.
Yeah.
You got to be ready.
Yeah.
Well, if you lived on the streets, it's real deal.
It is. It is. It definitely
Well,
is.
because you worked in the prison.
Yeah, I worked in one, and I lived in
When-
the streets,
yeah.
and I've been to one. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's not a rehabilitation there. It's crime school.
No.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. It's
I
whatever
like
you-
that better. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
If you want it to be rehabilitation,
Yeah.
I believe that it can be.
But it's very difficult.
But it's very easy to
Oh.
make it crime school.
You got
very,
the drug dealers, the hustlers,
Yeah.
the connections. You make and you rehab, you make connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always leave rehab with somebody, a new friend, to go out and, meet their people.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
every
connect.
time, yeah.
New connect.
All these addicts find each other. They have a
Yeah.
sign in their head, like the
Yeah.
elephant.
Yeah.
I want to join your party, Ben.
Man.
I want to stomp around and get more peanuts.
Tell us about childhood.
Childhood is. How was your childhood? Let me ask you. See how you frame it.
Relatively normal. Mom was alcoholic. She died of an overdose.
I'm so sorry. I really am.
But that was in adulthood.
Oh.
But she was using when I was a kid. I just
Ah,
my dad was such a fantastic man at
Oh.
kind of keeping that from me, which enabled me to get through high school and into college.
So you. Wow.
So like I grew up in a nice town. Like I can't sit here and tell you I didn't have clothes or hand-me-down clothes, or I had the hot water turned off, or I didn't have food on the table, because that wasn't the case for me.
you were
you know,
eating dog food.
Like no. Like that's why I always say the disease doesn't discriminate.
Oh,
like,
I like that.
I had everything. I had every opportunity, and I still ended up strung out shooting
Yeah.
dope with nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why we ask that question, because you hear people with childhoods like mine that end up in the gutter, and then people
The gutter.
with childhoods that were maybe a little more rough that ended up in the same spot.
Yeah. That's why the disease is real.
Yeah.
But I think it also is trauma based. One little moment could change your existence. Like at the age of 10, I grew up in the same kind of family, but even just crazy. At 10, I was sodomized by a man. And that changed my whole existence.
At 10?
Yeah.
Golly.
Well, they set you up. Just think of this. 1 out of 3 men are sexually abused before the age of 18, and 1 out of 6 women.
That's wild.
Damn.
That's wild.
And it doesn't have to be penetration, all that. It could be
Right.
just exposure to pornography.
Mm-hmm.
It could be indecent exposure, people around naked.
Yeah.
You know, that destroyed my dignity, because I couldn't go home like you have a normal family and go, Dad, you wouldn't believe what just happened to
Yeah,
me.
you're,
Right.
you're
I'm-
ashamed.
You are totally ashamed and guilt-ridden. Because at 10, what do you know at 10 years old? I look at a 10-year-old boy and go, that guy was literally a monster to me.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
set me up because he knew that I didn't come from a stable family. Because if I
I
did,
was looking for that.
your old man or your mother would drive down there with a baseball bat and take
Yeah.
him out. You
Yeah.
know that would happen.
So somebody you knew.
Yes. Oh,
Already.
it's always mostly someone you knew, uncles, family
that a lot.
members. Huh?
I hear that a
That's-
lot.
that's
Well, it's
Someone
the
you
truth.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, it's still, I suffer from it every day of my life.
Mm.
I don't care how much therapy
Even to
you
this
do.
day, at almost, 70,
Oh, my
right?
gosh.
Still suffering the
Yeah.
effects.
Well, how can you not? So what happened to me, there was blessings in all this suffering, because then I could share with the world, and then people could go, oh, I've been there. How do I get out of it? how do I live in this moment and not have hatred towards myself and hate the whole world and go wild?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a ways to repair that, and that's in the moment. Like when I was molested or whatever you want to, I was molested, it was just violent, right? Rape. You're just, in my head I went, as a little boy, I moved everything I had into my mind. I cut off my emotions almost totally.
Mm.
Well, how else you going to have self-protection? And I couldn't go home and tell mom and dad. And that destroyed me. So then what becomes your family? The street. What becomes your lover? The drug of choice. Glue, marijuana, heroin, cocaine, LSD, whatever. Because it becomes like an elephant to you, cuddly and warm, and you could escape.
So how do you get past that? Because that'd be.
You never get past it.
I mean, wait, how do you deal? How do you forgive for something like that?
Well, let me finish one part of the story that's important. Thank God the guy had a fish tank in the basement, so I could disassociate.
Oh, okay.
Because the pain is so horrific.
Yeah.
You just.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
It's so guilt and shame. It's like taking a beautiful house and then go the next day and it's destroyed, and you're shocked. You live in shock, but you have no one to tell about it, so you eat the pain.
Makes me angry hearing you talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Well, I appreciate your feedback, because most people I tell a story, nothing, because it's too honest or whatever it does to their mind, because it happened to them. During my bar ministry, I met so many women who were raped, and they go, "How'd you know that?" Because can you spot another addict on the street? Of course you can, just by their movement.
Yeah.
You got the body language down.
Yeah.
You know they're hurting. So it makes you aware of other people so you can have the proper empathy. But you got to learn empathy and love to love yourself. It's not selfish to love yourself. I'm still learning it. Are you still learning?
Yeah, it's always changing and evolving. I have to allow it to be that way.
That's brilliant. You allow it. Some people fight it. Because we don't understand. If we grew up in a normal family, we wouldn't be here discussing this at all.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be open-minded, right? I have to.
You got to be open-minded, man.
You know.
Yeah. So this is how I look at people. Everybody in this room is wearing a hospital gown. How would I treat you if you were in a hospital? I'm going to treat you with utmost respect, love, kindness, and mercy. And I'm going to go, what do you need? I don't care what you did.
Right.
And then on top of your head, though, there's a Christmas present, a gift to give. Because everybody gives you a gift. I met people who were blown out of their mind, but God spoke right through them. You ever think about it? Think about the next time if you go to the bar and you see people wasted, just talk to them or just listen, and all of a sudden something profound will come out of their mouth. Think about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I get that.
Yeah, you get it.
I get that.
You understand.
Yeah.
It happens because God uses everybody. I don't care what state of mind you're in.
Right.
Yeah? Because he wants us to be normal and sober and love. So when you're an addict and you're abused like that, sexual, mental, physical abuse, all of it, you're craving love and understanding, but you go to the street. Because what do you have in the street? Fake, phony friends.
Yeah.
Phony baloney. Hi, I'm phony baloney, but they'll tell you up front. As they're talking, they're like Mr. Hoover.
Like a car salesman.
Yeah, and then your money's gone. And then you're going, oh, I love that. Well, you didn't love me. You know how it is. Does that answer your question?
Well,
Yeah.
Where'd you go next? What happens next at 10 after that?
What? There's so many. What do you want?
What happened? You're a newspaper boy. How did it happen?
Oh, that's really. Is that important?
I mean, it's up.
It's not
to you,
important.
Up
They,
to you.
they get the message.
What?
Too much detail sometimes destroy the story.
How
you
did
know-
things change after that? After 10?
After
that
10,
terrible
I was going to
thing?
Catholic school. I had a great-grandma, Helen. That's another story on my dad's, and she prayed the rosary, and she was an example of happiness. She was happy-go-lucky. But I did hold that secret until I was 28 almost.
Damn.
And I told this woman that God sent in my life, her name was Sue, and she was the first person that listened to me.
Mm.
And I felt comfortable around her. I felt love in the sense that you could tell this woman anything, but she's really listening. That's why listening is so important, because it's bringing you healing. So she told me and listened, and it started me to heal. You know what I mean? It opened me up that I could share. This is a vulnerable story as a man, but as
Yeah.
anybody. But I mean,
Yeah.
as me being a man, it's like, you know how men work.
Yeah.
You've been raped. You a wimp. Why didn't you do something?
Exactly. There's it's a stigma. It's a stigma.
I like the word stigma. So that's at 10. But at 11 and I grew up on the west side of Cleveland, basically, near the projects. You know, this crazy, the crazy people you meet. So that started me on my journey to be like in a little gang, and we seen gang fights, and you admired it. You go, I want to be like that. And then you progress to meeting people that are criminals in your block, and you go out hustling candy. You start learning to hustle. And then you take your brother with you to hustle, and you become a hustler, and you're making money. And money is what? Power.
Power.
You want money for what? To control, manipulate people like you were controlled and manipulated. You don't realize time you want revenge, right?
Of course.
Well, that's normal. If you didn't, there'd be
Fuck
something.
yeah, it's normal.
There would be something wrong with
Fuck.
you. Something. And
I
then,
thought I was crazy. Every someone does something to me, I talking about getting revenge on them. They look at
Yeah.
me like I'm a lunatic. It's like, don't act like you don't have those thoughts. Come on, everybody has those thoughts.
well, that's normal thoughts, is it not? It's if you act on it or not, right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you're angry. Because it's vile what people do to you,
Yeah,
right? It could destroy you, but I didn't allow that to happen because the good God was looking out for me at that time, even though I was partying and getting wasted. So then it progressed from there. I moved to Hudson from the projects like area to affluent society. It was a culture shock. It blew my mind. My mind was blown.
what was the first thing that you were like, whoa,
just seeing the houses?
really?
When you
Going-
go from a
going through
little
the neighborhood.
3-bedroom house with 5-6 people in it
Oh,
to a little mansion, you're like, this is. And plus, I was
Amazing.
attached to the street.
how'd that move happen? What?
My dad got a job, got an inheritance from my
Okay, so-
grandma, Helen, and they were moving to Hudson because he was
Okay.
working at General Motors, he used to call it. General Motors, GM.
Yeah, man.
He was a draftsman engineer, and he was crazy. That man was probably a narcissist sociopath.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. He taught me how to steal. We'd go early when I was a child. Like, I started shopping at the local strip mall. It was right up the street. Just go up there, and my mom would give me a little list, and I'd hand it to the cashier, and they'd give me all the products, and I'd push home on a little cart at 5, 6 years old.
Jeez.
Yeah. What kind of responsibility is that? And then when I'd fight with the neighborhood friends as kids, they start duking it out. 3 or 4 people would be on me.
Yep.
And I would never come home with a tear in my eye. My mother said, that's great. Like, she was proud of it. Well, why aren't you out there helping? I mean, getting beat up, your son. Right? So where was the love? That's the kind of dirty love you learn. Back in the day, how did people get punished? Boom.
Yeah.
Unexpected. You could be sitting there in the living room, boom. It's like, what? You're like, what happened? You're
What was
going
that
like, what
for?
happened?
Yeah.
And that's your family. So that world starts creating in your mind the criminal thinking, the disease thinking, right? And what to numb it is what?
Drugs and alcohol.
More people.
Yeah. Whatever that
become
solution
drugs.
may be. Yeah.
I used to look at people like, you got to imagine, I'm living in my mind. There's like no emotion, basically.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
There's people that can be drugs.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And you're looking at people like they're inanimate objects. Like, how can I use that woman? How can I do that to this guy? You're always creating hustles because it becomes a lifestyle of 24/7, especially when you start dealing drugs. When you don't have no time for yourself, you think you do. But you have pocketfuls of money, but you have to supply and demand. And then it goes up the grade. You know what I mean? Start with a little bag, and then it's little grams of hash and opium, whatever, and then you're moving up to poundage
How do you get introduced to that? Like, what? So you're,
Through
I'm assuming
people.
you're doing them, right?
through
Like,
the people.
Okay, so you're doing drugs. You move
Yeah.
in this new neighborhood. How's it evolved?
Oh,
in
when I
this-
went to the new neighborhood, the first thing I said was, this is Disneyland. because it's a culture shock. But what did I know at 15?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, what?
That's your reaction. That's
Yeah.
what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to Las Vegas for the first time.
Yeah,
You're
right.
looking, like, and you're looking up like this when you're walking the streets of New York and you're being robbed.
Right.
I mean, it's right? So, but when you come to a town like an affluent society, affluent society,
Yeah.
kids are getting cars, brand new cars.
Oh, it's wild. It's.
I mean, you
wild.
can't you're not, no one's explaining nothing. You're just. and
How?
they're-
How? Yeah. How in the fuck? How?
Yeah, and they're $1 million homes. These aren't just like little shacks. And they're going on vacation, right? So I'll tell you that if you know the difference between rich and wealth. Do you know the difference?
What? Explain it to us.
Rich tells you everything. I got this car, I got this boat, I got this whatever. I got this diamond ring, I got this new suit. But with the wealthy, they never say nothing about money.
Quiet.
Never. But they do tell you in an interesting way. They go, I just was in Morocco. I was at this castle. We were smoking these fine cigars. They give you the brand. We were drinking these fine Dom Perignon, whatever they were drinking, pours of, bourbon. What is that one? I can't think of the name.
Bourbon.
Yeah, Pappy something.
Pappy Van Winkle.
Yeah, I call them pours, $300 a pour.
Golly.
Jesus God.
So you're hanging out with these people and you're going, this is great because you think of material. How
Yeah.
can I comfort my pain? How can I? It's like building a house and having insulation. You have to have insulation to protect the weather, right?
Yeah.
Or the house or the storms. So you're building your own insanity. You're building your own prison.
To protect yourself from pain.
Yeah.
It's a wild
Just like that
concept.
movie, Scrooge, isn't it? Christmas Carol. You ever watch it?
Yeah.
It's brilliant if you really think about it.
With the ghost of Christmas past.
Everything.
and, yeah.
It's all there if you really examine it. Right? The chains. He goes, you're making the chains. And that's what you do with addiction. They start real small, like the work of the devil. Devil now comes at you full force. Then you build them one by one. By the time
Yeah,
you're
weighed
engulfed
down
in
by
it.
hundreds of pounds of
And
change.
you can't get out. Right? So you need someone to set you free. And that is Jesus to me. So, what I was going to tell you something. Another good movie is A Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
If your life is a race, do you realize how important? People don't realize how important they are. I don't think they do. Do you?
Any average human being?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they do.
They don't have any respect.
Worth.
In order to love, you have to self-respect yourself first. But if you're not, and
You
I
can
s-
change another human's day entirely with
Yeah.
a very simple statement.
You can.
Like, there is power there.
There's power in words,
Yeah.
but it's also how you present it.
Yep.
If I'm smoking cigarettes or blowing a joint or doing a bong or shooting dope, I think you need to get off drugs, man. Give me a shot. It's okay that I do it, but you're not allowed to. Because I know how to do it, and I'm in control of you. I'm the elephant. I'm the pink elephant. And guess who rides the pink elephant? Mr. Worry. Worrywart. And what does worry produce? Living in the future. Anxiety.
Yep.
Cortisol.
Fear.
False emotions appearing real. What does it? Yeah. What does it do to your mind and body? Then you want to get numb, comfortably numb, like Floyd says. Great line. Does that
Yeah,
answer it? Huh?
So I asked Lou if he knew that song.
Yeah.
Comfortably numb.
Yeah.
I actually do.
It's a good song. Good for
Believe
you.
it or not.
Do you play it?
Huh?
What'd you say? I didn't hear.
I
it.
asked him if he ever heard it before.
Oh, that's an awesome
Yeah.
song.
It's a great song.
Take us to the first time that you're actively using every day something.
Well, glue. And then it moves up to the weed. And then you start
And
dealing
the
it.
ages.
Ages from
Ballpark.
11, probably 10, 11-ish to 28 years old.
Okay,
It
so
just
it was
increases.
glue to weed
Yeah.
to
So
It's an
yeah,
evolution of.
it's an evolution of insanity.
Mm.
Where does insanity start? It says in, and then it goes insanity, because then you're there.
Yeah.
And you're caught up into it because it's a lifestyle. It's a game. It becomes a game.
What's your take on the phrase, my worst day sober is better than my best day high?
I don't like it.
I don't either. I think it's bullshit.
It is. Just like sometimes at 12 steps, people are in 12 steps, but they're putting under pressure on themselves. I got to get through the first step. I got to get through the second. I got to do this. No, think about the steps in the moment. This is all where we live now. This is all I have. That's what I live. I live now. I got to be with these beautiful people who are in recovery. It's a gold mine. It's a gold mine of knowledge and a gold mine of teaching each other. Is it not?
Yeah.
Am I pulling out my 12-step book? Lewis, it seems like you're only at step 3.
Taking my inventory?
Yeah. You're only on
Son
step...
of a bitch.
Oh, you're on step 5. You're ahead, Bruno. You're on step 25.
Dang, bro, good for you, Bruno.
Doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Well, what drug really took you out? Like, what's the
They
one?
all do. They all
What's
take
the
you-
one that like
I
was
loved
the
every drug.
downfall of life?
What was
All
your
of them.
favorite?
Everything.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
but
tell you.
more,
Here's a
but-
crazy story so you can comprehend it. I'm in Hudson High School. They said, Don, you got to go to the counselor. Because I was a guy like Huckleberry Finn. I'd come to school barefoot with straw in my hair because I stayed in the ditch some nights because I was thrown out of the house.
Jesus.
So I'd get on the bus, eat a hit of acid. So
Okay, cool.
So I
Great.
went to school
Ready to start the day?
and tripping, right?
You go to school on acid.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
before he gets in the
my.
school bus. Just
I couldn't
quick
even
little tab.
No,
imagine.
you know what I'm saying. You just start taking a little happy trip.
I couldn't-
Sometimes they're not happy trips. We're doing good LSD, you know. I mean, LSD.
Real
25.
shit.
Yeah,
Real
that's
LSD.
We're not
back in the
doing.
day.
Yeah.
I was doing really good stuff.
I
was,
believe you.
Yeah, I did some really
I believe
good.
you.
And what's a school day on acid look like? Like-
Well, let me tell you what a true acid trip is like a dream. I don't promote it. You know,
No, but tell us about
it's
it.
like
Yeah.
a dream. But let me get back to I went to school. They signed me up to see this Dr. Patrick. I think it was just a counselor then, but later he became a doctor. And they called, you got to get off of drugs or do nothing for a week. And then he goes, well, what drugs are you doing anyhow, you know? I go, I'm doing anything from glue to heroin.
in high school?
Yeah, I told him. I was honest with people when I was high. So this is funny. So
And you're tripping at
yeah,
the
I'm
time.
tripping or
Right, of
whatever
course.
you're on, drinking whiskey, whatever you're doing.
No, but you dropped acid.
Yeah.
Now you're in front of this doctor
Yeah,
talking
tell him
about.
yeah.
Jesus.
So then they go, you got to get off, and I go, yeah, you know, addicts, we'll do it. You know.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
So to me, it was a funny story at the time, and it's still hilarious. So the doctor goes, before I went to see the doctor after school, this guy in the hall like kept my inventory and says, Don, you got to see it. You have an appointment with the counselor doctor. I go, wow, I'm tripping. So I go, they put you in this room, you know, with the desk and all that. But this had tables against the wall, and you couldn't look out no window. And he comes in, and he's all dressed up in a nice suit. You know, we're very respectable. And he takes his briefcase out, and he opens it up, and he goes, we're going to do a Rochelle ink block test.
Oh boy.
You know what those are,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he pulls out, I'm telling you, he pulls out the first one, right? And he goes, what do you see? I go, no, it's just, I told him what I was seeing, and I'll never forget this. I'm not making it up. I seen two frogs in a boat rolling on the sea. And then he goes, that's fascinating. And then I said, yeah, but they have top hats on, and they're going infinite.
They just keep going up.
Yeah.
That's the elevator of hats.
And he goes, he got like excited. I don't know. He's a psychologist, whatever. He knows what he's doing with the mind. I'm just laughing in my mind. Like, then he goes, what do you see in this one? And so I tell him whatever I was seeing. Then it was like, I don't remember, third or fourth one. You know when you're tripping.
Yeah.
You're going through moods.
Yeah. Waves. I call
yeah,
them waves.
that's a
yeah.
good way to say it. And he goes, what do you see in this one? And all of a sudden I got angry. I said, this test is a bunch of blah, 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 blah. I go, what if your mind, I asked him a question. I go, what if your mind's creative? And, you know, like if you have a creative mind. You don't need LSD if you have a creative mind. Some people see this in their mind. And we got in this big debate. And I didn't like his answers. So I said, I'm going to kill you right now.
Oh boy.
I picked up a chair. And I was laughing in my head like a movie. because he packed up so fast. He packed it up and he ran out.
So you just messing with him, or you really?
No,
you really want to kill him?
Who knows?
Oh.
When you grow up in the city, man, you got to defend yourself.
Yeah.
And you're living in this bubble of Disney World, Disneyland. You're not understanding it, and plus you're doing acid on,
Yeah, I think
on
that's
top
the
of it.
key point there is the acid probably.
Taking acid. Yeah.
So they went where he went ever. I don't know where he went.
Did he go like tell someone like, yo,
He did.
dude's gonna kill me with
So
a
what
chair?
so he must have told the principal's name was Arch.
Is Arch any bigger than this guy?
Oh yeah,
Okay, cool.
Arch was your size.
Tall?
Yeah, like 6'5".
Not as skinny as I am.
Paul he had some meat. Anyway, he told whoever they had the conversation. I wasn't privy to it. So they got a knock on the door. Someone came back, and my old man was there. And they were going to put me in a detention home. They probably should have. But I got back in school. And that was it.
Man.
But
Jeez.
the next week or so, Dr. Patrick would go, "You look really good today." And when you'd say that to me, I'd be tripping or high. And then when I didn't look so good, he'd go, "You're looking terrible." Like, why don't you put me in rehab in my mind? Go,
Right.
I have a serious problem. Like my mother, when I was on drugs, on the needle, she'd write me little notes and put it under my pillow. "We know, Donnie, you're on the needle."
Wow.
I was gonna say, yeah. Were you telling people at that age what you were doing?
Everybody knew me, basically.
You just didn't give a shit. You were
No,
just
I
like,
didn't care.
I'm taking this.
I was
doing that.
I was a crazy honest.
Oh, really?
Well, think about it. The guy's asking you what drugs you're on, and you're telling them. What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Most drug
No, that's
people
true.
go, "Oh, I'm not
I
doing
smoke
anything."
weed once in a while,
Yeah,
maybe
I
have a
smoke
beer.
Weed. Yeah, I do a little glue or, a little trip maybe once a year, or I drink 2 beers a week.
Right.
I was real with people.
Yeah.
I must have flipped them out because I told them the truth. I was actually tripping. They classified me as a borderline schizophrenia.
Of course.
Like, how are you going to be you're doing LSD. Let me shove some LSD.
Yeah, I'm on LSD, right.
Let me give you a couple tabs of LSD and
Tell me
examine
what you see.
and
Do
show
your fucking
Rochelle,
blotters, yeah.
and show your Rochelle ink blot test.
Man. So
Yeah.
are you a heroin addict at this point? Are you?
No, I wasn't
depending on
doing.
it,
I
just
was.
dabbling?
I was really never a heroin addict.
Okay.
I did heroin a few times.
What were you
snorted-
putting in the needle?
Huh? In my
What-
arm.
Yeah, I know.
What-
but
what-
in it?
What? Heroin, or sometimes I did lidocaine. One time I shot alcohol in my arm,
Shot lidocaine and lidocaine, just like what they
Yeah,
give you to
yeah,
numb your
yeah.
skin.
and I shot.
Boy.
One time alcohol. I used to snort.
How did that work?
It worked wonderfully
Did it?
because you're crying out. You go, "Who cares?" And it was a high.
So you shot what, vodka or something?
I don't remember what booze it was,
Bourbon?
but
something
I
like
made
that?
sure all the bubbles were out.
Yeah, right.
You got to make
Yeah.
sure you're dead.
Oh yeah.
It's not, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. When
Yeah.
it comes to shooting up, yes, you do. You can't just jab yourself
You're like
anywhere.
you
You'll
see, with the
fuck
sick
your arm
thinking
up.
comes, you become like a little doctor.
Yeah.
Like you're Mr.
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
I know.
Yeah, look at me. I could put the dope in, suck it up through the filter, whatever, put it in the spoon, and then shoot it. And you get high and numb.
When you pull back on the
Yeah,
syringe,
you
and
get
that
happy,
blood,
you
that
kinda get-
blood comes
Yeah.
into, it,
Yeah.
into the
Yep,
rig, and you know you're in the vein.
Yeah. You're in the vein is very
God,
important.
oh, that's money.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
But you,
that feeling, yeah.
but you see, you get you become crazy thinking like you love destroying yourself. You love the process of destruction. I did. I wanted to die every day after I was raped. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
When
I mean, yeah.
to a 10-year-old boy, it's insane, and it still suffer today from it. And I'm not going to deny it.
And you talk about it.
Well, you have to.
Well, I understand, but like
Yeah.
you've done healing, you've done as much as you can. You
Yep.
still talk about it,
Yep.
and it's still painful.
It is painful.
Like,
'Cause it destroyed
it's
my life.
wild.
It destroyed my life. Because at that time frame, I had a little newspaper route. I was winning trips to like Bermuda, Disney World, Disneyland. I had a good paper route, and I was a hustler. And then I was selling candy, and I was making money. And my parents probably stole some. I don't know if they did or not. I'm just thinking that I had a lot of money for a young boy. I was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I was in the paper. I was doing I was like becoming an entrepreneur, learning how to do that reality, a businessman. Then it was all destroyed when that evil person took advantage of me.
Mm.
I didn't know any better. You know how they seduce you, you know? It's like Hansel and Gretel. Hey, guys, come on over. We're going to have a good time.
Right.
And what happens? They're putting you
Trying to eat you.
Yeah, they're shoving you in the oven, and you're going, this is great. So does that answer some of your questions?
It does. It does.
Does it make sense to you because you guys know what using is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
poor
we-
Monica's
we
white
do.
bread. She never used it in her life. I'm so happy. Seriously. Foolish people use.
I was gonna say, I said it to her. I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's.
Like, I wish I had been that
Oh,
guy that
I'm
didn't
with
pick
you.
up a drink or a drug
Oh.
in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Or, I don't know. Sometimes I want to step out of my head into someone else's just to see how fucking nuts I am. Or
Oh, I
maybe I'm not that nuts. And the person that I think is normal is fucking nuts. I don't know.
I'll tell you a really crazy story. I was dating this girl, right? Don't ask me ages because there's so much. When you're asking me these questions, 100 crazy thoughts come through my mind. It's like
Okay.
a roller coaster of a movie.
It's all right.
You know what you guys relate. So I'm dating this girl, and she got her pregnant. She never told me. She got an abortion and it flipped my mind out. So we broke up.
You didn't like that.
No, I
Because
was
she
never,
went behind your back and
Yeah.
made the decision for
Yeah,
herself.
she murdered, as far as I'm concerned,
Right.
a child of mine.
Without your...
Because I known at the time, I would have kept it no matter what. I respect human life at least at the moment.
Gotcha.
But then she told me her parents were really wealthy, but she was seeing a shrink and all that. She said her parents were seeing a shrink and they were emotionally 5 and 8 years old. I couldn't comprehend. I didn't know nothing about recovery. I didn't know nothing about anything. It blew my mind, and it still does today. Like, how can you be that successful and have emotions of 5 or 8 years old? But then you realize what age you party, you are emotionally that age.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And
That-
everybody I know agrees with that. Some
Yeah.
people might battle it, but think about it. It does something to the brain. I'm
Yeah.
not a brain surgeon, so.
I'm 34. I feel 24
You
probably.
stop developing at that age.
My
Yeah.
head.
And your
Pretty young.
emotions. What's your EMI when you start partying? You ever notice you went to a bar and you see people act like they're in high school?
Yeah.
And they're like 60.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why it's great to talk to you guys, because everything I say, you relate and respond. Most people you talk to, they look at you.
Yeah, we try not to do that. We try to be involved in the conversation.
Well, you have to be.
You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no conversation.
There is none.
Did you graduate?
Yeah, thank God from high school. I had to go back. That's another story. I ran away 6 months before to graduate.
You
Wow.
ran away to graduate?
No, I ran
away from-
from home to
Okay.
graduate. And this is how this happened. Me and my friend, she was just a friend, she ripped off a drug dealer. So we had to leave. So she had all this money and said, I'm going to go to Florida and visit my friend.
Pretty good amount of money, I take it?
Yeah, at that
Sounds
time.
like
in
it
the
if she's going to Florida.
70s, 80s, whatever it was. And it was really funny that day because I was sitting on the bank steps where I used to hang out in the town square. And my mother and father and the kids, my younger brother and sister, and my mother screams out the window. They were going to church. They go, you either come home or you get out of town, basically. And I took the plane. We went down to Florida.
Took Plan B.
That's how drugs are, though.
How
you
was
just
Florida?
go with the whim.
How
right?
was it?
What was Florida?
How was it?
Oh, it was insane. The people I met this biker gang, all right? I forgot the name of them. And we started partying with them, right? This is a true story. And my friend's with me. And we're driving down this highway. We're in the Orlando area, that I remember. Driving down the wrong way at the highway, and cars are coming at us. And we're just like, we're loving it because we're drunk and stoned out of our minds.
yeah.
We think it's
Yes.
funny. You're laughing like you're in a pinball machine. You know how it is.
It's a game to you.
So then we pull over at a supermarket to reload some beer, and this biker gang, I didn't know at the time they were president of the motorcycle club. And we're in there, and he's eating food like my old man used to do, like go to the shopping, start eating the grapes and open bottles. And I thought it was funny. And I survived that. But at the end of the night, the next day, I got so wasted, I was crashed out on the couch. And there's a knock at the door, and it's the cops. Because when you're in a blackout state, you never remember it.
Right.
So they go, is Don Mattis here? And I go, yeah. And I went up off the couch, and they took me out in the garage and say, do you know Michelle? I go, yeah. She said she was almost raped that night, and she's at the airport. So somehow I can't remember the name.
This is your girlfriend at the time,
No,
right?
just a friend.
Just a
Oh,
friend.
okay.
I had a lot of girl friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're there at the airport, and I call my aunt. She sends me like $50, whatever. Anyway, she told me that night that when I OD'd on the couch, the guy was chasing her around with a knife,
Hmm.
and she had to get out of there.
Damn.
And she was feared for my life because I didn't see any of that.
You were out.
I was blacked out. I OD'd
Yeah.
just.
Out cold.
So then, that same time frame, I think we got to try to get a hotel or whatever it was. I had all this alcohol with me. I mixed it all in one bottle, tequila, poured Seagram 7, whatever it was. And she leaves, and she's not there. And then I'm sitting out front waiting for her, drinking. And she comes with some guys, and she says, I'm leaving, and drives off. So I had to hitchhike home.
Hmm.
Damn.
I hitchhiked to California when I was 17. Barefooted. Made it all the way to the coast and found
You
a
went
parachute.
barefooted?
Oh, yeah, I
The
loved
whole way?
it. Yeah. And my friend, I talked my friend in on one day. We're down at the clock tower hanging out. I go, let's go. It was summertime out of school. I go, let's go to California. And we went.
How's it work back in the day, like hitchhiking? So, like, you just go, and hopefully somebody's going that direction. If they're not, you just, like, drop me off wherever you can,
Yeah.
kind of thing?
But a lot of people go, well, back in the day, it was safe. It wasn't safe.
Oh, it's never safe to hitchhike.
We met some maniacs. We met some good people, though. We met this one time. We were in a VW. I forgot if it was Arizona or somewhere. We smoked weed for like 3-4 hours. He had poundage, and we're just smoking the dope, man. Just loving it.
Killing it.
Yeah, just loving it. Like,
Yeah.
your evil mind's going, maybe I should steal some of this stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Well, you know how us addicts are.
Yeah.
Can you trust yourself? You can't even trust your friend,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So you're plotting. See, your mind starts going to the criminal mind. Yeah, this is easy. But we never stole anything. We just smoked the dope and got dropped off.
So what do you do in between? Are you ever, like,
You're walking down the road and hitchhiking.
You're just walking until
on the
somebody
highway.
picks you up?
Yeah, I was 17 at the time, just hoping someone picks you up.
Man.
But you made it. You made it to Cali.
I made it to Cali.
How long did it take?
Who knows? When you're in that frame, you're just hitching. You're free bird.
Weeks,
Yeah,
2 weeks, months?
We didn't care. No, not that long. Maybe a couple weeks.
Okay, that's not bad.
But I made it to the coast, and
God, that must have been
at the
cool.
beginning of California, and there was a pair of shoes on the highway, 10.5D, that fit me perfectly. It's like God put them right there. Because my friend, when we were in Arizona, he was a big guy like you, like 6'4", but he was strong. He carried me on his back because I had no shoes on. I was getting blisters.
Yeah.
The temperature was 115 degrees.
Burning the
So
shit
we had,
out of your feet.
Yeah, so we ended up getting to Laguna Beach. I was sleeping in trash cans on the way. We were sleeping in people. You ever slept in people's cars in their driveway?
No, I never tried
It was
that one.
cool. Yeah, I used to spot the driveway, just scope it out, get in the car, and sleep. You know how you sleep, though? You're like this.
Yeah.
But you're trying to
one
get
eye
some-
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the point of going barefoot?
That was just the way I was. It's probably adventure in me that I
Did you
loved
regret
adventure.
that, like, immediately?
Huh?
Did you regret it immediately?
No.
After
I
walking
loved it
in
because I loved
blisters
being
and-
barefoot. Barefoot to me at the time was a hippie thing. You were free.
Part of like the
Part-
earth. You were like
Yeah.
connected with the earth.
Well, I
type
didn't even
deal.
think on that level. I just thought this is great. No shoes. Let's see if I could do it as a challenge.
Okay.
Why don't we like challenging ourselves?
Fuck
Even when
yeah.
you're drinking. Oh, I drank one beer. Buddy drinks one beer. No, I want more beer.
Yeah.
I got 5 shots. Oh, you
Yep.
did 10. I do 20.
Yep.
And you both get wasted out of your brain. But to talk about blackout for a second, when I was in jail, they used to call me Don Juan. Anyway, I met this guy out of the bullpen, and you know how jail talk goes.
Oh, yeah.
What are you in here for? What do you do?
Yeah.
You know, how much time you doing? And I met this guy, and I go, what happened? He goes, I'm in here for killing, I think he said 4 people.
Wow.
He doesn't remember it. I was 23, I think.
He was blacked out.
He was on heroin. And he shot 4 people.
They just shot him.
Killed them.
Golly.
Well, you know, he was, you know, criminal.
Did you believe him?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't believe you. You don't think he remembered
No.
it?
I believe he didn't remember it. Well, when you're on, what does heroin do to you? You think you're in reality?
mean, it's
I don't
not.
know.
I wouldn't
I've
say
never-
that I would like forget if I murdered people.
If anything, I just pass out.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever like not been aware of.
Well, you got to
what I
remember,
was
when you're on
doing.
heroin and you're drinking or combination, you're not just always
Oh,
doing
Oh, yeah,
now
if you're
if
in a
there's,
combo,
if there's
yeah.
other
Yeah.
shit in the mix,
That
That's
makes
why
a
it made
different
register
story.
in my mind that I know they were taking him to Ohio State Penn. But I always think of him and go, can you imagine that?
He's probably still there.
Doing
I'm
life.
assuming he is
Yeah.
doing life.
No, can you?
yeah.
We're waking up today. And we're all of a sudden at the Ohio State Penn.
I think about that all the time. The guys that
Yeah,
I met when
I
I was
do
in
too.
prison doing life, like I'm out. I've been out for 10 years. They're still in there eating the
Congratulations.
same food, the same commissary,
The same
dealing
talk.
with the same politics.
Well, just think of how much you can build in that period of time.
Oh my
Because
God.
I had a dude who did. It was Amani when we left. He did 8 after
8.
that. And it just coincides very closely to my sobriety date and like when I got out. So like in the 8 years that I had sober,
He's
I'm looking at what the fuck I built, and he's getting out of prison and he's got nothing.
Nothing.
Like that is, it was like he added me on Facebook. That's how I knew and found out he got out
Wow.
of prison. I was
Did
like,
nothing.
holy fuck, you just did 8, and I've been like building a life the
And
whole
you
time.
like the jail?
Like,
Yeah, the jail
God.
talk. I do 20 years like nothing. I met a hitman in there. I believe was a hitman for the mob. He's the one who wanted to recruit me. Iggy Pop played.
did he cut
I-
himself up on stage?
I don't remember cutting. We didn't have really close seats, but we seen the ladies throwing their, you know what, at them.
Yeah.
of course.
Man, rock and roll was different
Oh,
back in the day.
it was real
Yeah.
deal rock and roll when you
Yeah.
have the Hell's Angels show up at a Rolling
Altamont.
Stones
Was it
concert.
Altamont? What was that?
Yeah,
Does
Altamont.
rock and roll
Yeah.
still exist?
Yeah.
Ah,
No, like seriously.
I don't
as a
know.
I don't know. You
genre-
guys are young, but
Well, no,
I
I'm asking as a younger person, like, are there rock and roll bands that actually exist?
I
that
don't
are
acknowledge
truly rock and
anything
roll?
after like
Credence, Clearwater
CCR.
Revival. We seen them at Blossom.
who are they still alive?
Yeah.
Who?
I know the singers for sure, but I don't know about the other
They had.
members.
I saw a thing for Leonard Skinner. I was like,
and get
who's alive still?
Leonard Skinner.
I saw the
he-
Beach Boys a couple
they're
years ago.
dead, yeah,
There's only
but-
one left.
Yeah, but I wish you'd have seen those concerts. Floyd.
That's
Zeppelin.
I'm telling
That's
you,
on the
social
bucket
media is
list.
doing
That's
this.
on the bucket
I'm telling
list.
you
I would
right
love to
now.
go see a Floyd concert, but
Well, it's not going to ever.
it's not
be
gonna
like-
ever happen. Yeah,
I went to a Floyd concert at Blossom Music Center.
Man,
It was insane.
I bet.
You know Blossom? You know Blossom, Bruno? Does anybody know Blossom
Wait, is it
Music
a
Center?
It's not around
Where?
anymore, is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Cuyahoga Falls.
yeah.
It's a big
No.
concert venue.
That's Cleveland area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, Akron area.
Yeah, or Akron. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was beautiful. You sit on the lawn or you sit
Oh,
in
it's
seats.
outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
So we
That's
went
the
to a
best.
Floyd concert, and my friends from the city came up. City people
Blew
are,
their mind.
they're so
Start that shit.
they're
Alright,
down-
you're good.
they're
Cool.
down to earth people. A lot of city people are just salt of the earth, especially recovery ones. They have street wisdom.
Yeah.
Most people don't have street knowledge
No.
like you do. You
No.
do. How about Bruno?
I got some street knowledge.
Bruno's got
he's
some
got
street
some.
cred. Yeah.
But that's good knowledge because it could save your life.
Well, is any knowledge bad knowledge? You know.
There is bad knowledge. If I know how to get high, if I know
Yeah.
how to shoot dope, that's bad knowledge.
But I also have
Yeah,
that knowledge to
doesn't
know
help
what not
anybody.
to do. Too,
Yeah, of
you
course,
know?
but if you're an addict, it's
Yeah.
not good knowledge. Hey, Sally, you want to shoot some dope? What's that? Next thing you know, she's shooting dope and there's fentanyl and she's dead.
Mm.
Then what do you do?
Yeah.
So I understand your philosophy on that. True, there's good knowledge and bad. It's a decision making.
Yeah.
But to put it out there, it kind of makes people curious, especially the young. They're so impressible.
Did you go to college?
No,
No college.
No.
So you just
Barely out of high school, man.
So you hitchhiked at 17.
Yep.
Had you graduated high school at that time?
No, I had to come back a whole year.
Okay.
Man,
You came
that was
back.
a whole
Then you
year.
graduated high school.
Yeah, I did.
What
my
happens? I mean,
sister.
I'm sure a ton of shit happened, but
Oh,
like,
That's
Yeah.
take us to a
It's hard to-
a meaningful
like, what do you mean
place
meaningful?
after high school. Something a meaningful point in your life.
I was a drug dealer.
Okay, talk
Yeah,
to us
let's talk
about it.
about that. What was
What do you
your,
wanna talk
What are you
about?
dealing?
Everything.
Okay.
Meaning,
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
I never dealt heroin
Okay.
because that's too dangerous.
How do you
Coke was
decide
bad
to get in
enough.
that field?
Huh?
How do you decide to get in that field?
It progresses with the drug you love.
Okay. Is it
You're-
because like you
What-
want
what
to
is
pay
it-
for your
what-
own?
Yeah. What is a drug addict thinking all the time? What do you think when
How
you're?
do I get
I'm
free
more,
drugs?
more. Yeah.
How do I get the smack? How do I get the coke? How do I drink? How do I use that person over there to get the money to drink to maintain my? It's selfish. It's the elephant. Is it not?
Are you a good drug dealer? Are you getting high on
What's
your
a
own
good
supply?
drug dealer?
I mean, are you making
Well,
any profit, or are you
I
just
made
feeding
money,
your own
but
habit?
I didn't care about money. Look at this. I'd go to high school, sell 100 hits of acid, and make $300
Okay.
in the 70s.
That's
yeah,
pretty
it's
fucking
good money.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
right.
money.
You're 15, 16 years old. 100 hits in 15 minutes.
I believe
That's a
it.
lot of money. But I hated money. It was really weird, but I hated money because I seen what it did to affluent people.
Hmm.
I didn't see a lot of
That's interesting.
the happiest people I ever
That's
met were the
so
poorest.
interesting.
You know why the poorest people are happy? That have their head together? They appreciate everything.
Everything.
You get like when I was in a joint, you give a guy a cigarette, they're like, you own them. I mean,
And
it's sad to say,
I've learned as
but
a
they
homeless
appreciate it.
person too, is that
Yeah, homeless.
poor people are
Yeah.
the most willing to give and sacrifice for another
You know
human
why?
being.
They relate to you.
Yeah.
They know what it is to have a cigarette, even a butt. They just get.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I lived in New York for a while, and you see people eating out of a trash can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see it here.
Well, yeah, I understand, but it's shocking to you
Yeah.
at first. It just becomes normal. But what I'm saying, gratitude and attitude, I call it for the Beatitudes, is my recovery. I'm grateful being here.
Mm.
I'm grateful if I get up and walk down the street. I ask Monica. That's the way I am. I love life.
Yeah.
How can you not? We got out of
great.
prison.
Yeah.
We
it's
built
great.
our own drug of prison, and now we're out of it. It's like getting out of the joint. When you get out of
Yeah.
the joint, how do you feel?
Fucking
man, you're on top of
amazing.
the world.
It's
Top
the
of the
best
world.
day.
It's the top of the
fucking-
world.
It is the best day.
It should be on our
ever.
calendar. What day did you get out of
You
the
think
joint?
that's like top 3 feelings?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Getting
yeah,
out.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be top 3.
Or the day before getting out. That's like waiting on
The
Christmas
build-up.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That is also pretty.
anticipation.
Can't sleep.
Yeah.
So
I like gratitude in the moments that suck too.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
thankful for those.
suffering is valuable.
Because I only know good
Yeah.
through suffering.
You wouldn't know good if you didn't know suffering.
Yeah, so,
Suffering
like-
is good. Suffering is healthy. People need to know this.
Yeah, it's humbling.
It really is.
Yeah.
If I didn't know suffering, I wouldn't know joy or any other great attitude and virtue.
Mhm.
Would you not?
I know. You
Yeah.
can't have one without the other, right?
Virtue and goodness and gratitude get you out of the joint.
Mm.
The joint of your own horror show of your mind.
Right.
Does it
Right.
not?
Yeah. It's
I
the-
love making. My job is to make people. I love making people happy and smile. I just love it. That's why I give out these buttons and miraculous medals. Changes people's lives. It's not my intent. I just like making people smile.
Yeah.
We lived in misery, man. We were in hell. Think about the characters you met. You were in hell. We were in hell. And
Yeah.
the jail alone is scary enough, but to get in with them and live with them, you could be dead in a minute. I used to have, when I was in jail, I was learned to put a bar of soap in my sock.
Oh yeah, just in case.
Well, it's a great weapon.
Yeah, it's
we
a
use
good weapon.
we use locks.
the nunchuck.
Well, yeah, locks.
Locks. Yeah.
But did you ever use bar of soap in a sock?
No, locks and socks is what it became.
But you know what thing about the soap is, it's not if they see a lock, they're going to take it. With soap, they're going to think nothing of it.
Just soap.
It's just soap, you know,
Hmm.
but it'll knock you out.
Fuck yeah. Well.
In the temple,
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
could kill you,
Yeah.
but it's a good protection.
It's a great weapon.
It's like I met people coming back from Mansfield, and they'd tell me stories where they wore Kool-Aid on their eyelashes.
Were you ever incarcerated at Mansfield?
No, man.
You ever do
thank
any
God.
prison time or just
No,
like
I
jail?
just did the county jail
County.
was
The
bad
county
enough.
jail.
It is
shuffle?
bad enough.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I don't
met
think people
hitmen,
understand
They do not
how
understand.
bad the county
They do
jails
not.
It's worse
are.
than prison.
Yeah.
Prison, there are some freedoms.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, county jail.
There are.
Not at all. Like you're locked up.
Yeah, here in Columbus, it's 24-hour lockdown.
24-hour lockdown.
And they keep these lights like that on the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
And they do not turn them off.
It does your mind.
It's
Yo,
like
man,
it makes
that's
you
the
go
worst,
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They
Well,
don't want
they want you to take the fucking plea
You know
deal.
why?
They're
Because
trying
they-
to squeeze you.
It's corporate
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're
Bill.
going to try and drive them crazy so they take the deal. And it works.
Or either that or they go to Nut House and make more money.
Or that.
I mean, it's a big, you know
Yeah,
what's
it's
happening. You've been there.
it's
You've
a
lived it,
racket.
You've seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's a horrible life.
It sucks. Oh.
And that's why when you get out, celebration. So before I got out, this is a really good story. My sister came and my best friend John at the time came. You know how you have a hearing before you,
Yeah.
probation hearing. And I told him, don't bring the old man. Do not bring the old man.
Being your dad.
Yeah,
Okay.
they bring the old man.
Ha!
Well, I didn't think they would. They're my best friend. You're supposed
We
to.
told them not to.
Yeah.
Because my old man loved misery. He was the only man that I ever met that loved to see ambulances go down the road and go, this is fantastic, man. Isn't this great? Isn't this lovely?
He loved misery.
He got off. He was like
What
a
a
heroin
comment.
addict. He never did drugs. He drank, but he loved misery. I never seen a man. We had a shooting in our neighborhood one time, and we actually went to the bay window of the house, and this guy, we called him Wacky, ripped off this gang this gang of their tires, because cars were big back then. And these people, I think it was Memphis or Dawning gang, came back, and they were going to wreak havoc on Wacky. So you see Wacky, this is when I'm on the west side of Cleveland. He's hanging out his door with like a gun and fires blasting out of the barrel shooting up the street. And my old man goes, let's get some popcorn. Basically, it was like we're at a live movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even scared. Like, you're just like
Super
young.
excited.
I was like
That's the
12
door.
something.
That
Yeah.
was the door.
Oh, the door.
That
For
was
sure.
the door.
Stop
yeah.
it. It's crazy. They're scared of their shadow.
That's why I'm so grateful for the shit I've been through.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so many different, like, I've gone to the shitty neighborhoods to score dope. I've been to prison. I've been to jail. I've worked in corrections. So I've seen every walk
That's
of life.
amazing.
Like, I can confidently say I've seen most walks of life. So it's kind of hard to be a wimp when you've
When you've experienced
you
it.
understand it.
Well, the
You
streets
get it,
create
like,
you.
and you've
The
experienced
streets
it.
become your mother and father,
Yeah.
and they create you.
Yeah.
They don't break you unless you're weak.
I play a game though. I work a corporate job. I play a game where I dress up. And
I would love to play
they
that
would
game.
Never know. They
Maybe
would
I
never
should.
know.
Maybe I should play that game.
No, I would prefer to do. I would prefer to just be me.
I am
honestly.
me.
I know. I'm just telling you. I wish
Yeah.
I didn't have to
I
dress
see
up.
what you're
And
saying.
do you see what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, I understand. Monica met one of my old friends back at the not long ago at the park, and tell him the comment he made. Oh, okay. He says there's no words to describe Don because I was that crazy.
Mm.
I was a guy. If you're walking down the street and I felt like it, I get out of the car and just punch you in the head.
Dang.
Yeah, I was violent. Well, I learned it. How do you learn violence? You're not a baby going.
What do you think your?
I want to get back to Wacky for a second.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wacky,
yeah.
yeah,
Take
yeah,
us
let's
back.
talk
Take us
Wacky.
back to Wacky.
So, do you understand? Can you imagine you're just sitting here? We open up the window, we're all watching it and going, "This is great." Okay, there's shooting going on.
No, I can't imagine saying this
What
is
does that
great.
do to a 12-year-old kid's mind? You're
Yeah,
like,
no.
right? You're like, what? But he loved misery. I mean, I never met anybody like him.
That is odd. To like
It's
It
a
is
drug.
odd.
go running to the
Some sort of dopamine hit.
Chaos,
Something.
yeah.
He's getting
Well, he
something
was
out
grew
of
up
it.
in a violent household with my grandfather back in the day. They didn't have insurance. They just duke it out. Get them to pay the car payment. Basically, this is the 40s and 50s. And my grandfather, a guy would be over to visit my dad, and he would tell me that if he didn't like him, he'd throw him out the window.
boy.
Yeah,
And he probably meant that.
he threw him out the window.
Yeah. Okay.
Because when I used to
But-
hustle candy,
So I figured.
it's a brutal life to live like this. There's you don't learn normal. Did you learn normal when you seen your mom or people getting high and you're just like, That's
Oh no.
you know
Once
it's not normal for something as a kid. You know that's not normal.
I knew in 5th grade, my mom left us to live
I'm
with another
sorry you-
woman, and that's when I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
hard to
mean?
comprehend.
Yeah, it took me a while to even.
Take the rest of your life to. Really,
And you got to think, what's
Oh,
that?
my.
2005.
Yeah.
No, 2004, 2003, something like so. Like that stuff wasn't as prevalent as it is today.
Oh no.
So I was just like, you're doing what?
Back in the day when I grew up, divorce was shined on.
Right,
You were shamed.
right.
Oh yeah.
They would sweep everything under the table.
Yeah.
But that story of Wacky and the gang fights that went back in the Rhodes football practice field, he'd go, "Let's go to the fence and get the popcorn and watch it."
Well, you said you were going to court.
Oh yeah, let's
and-
get to the court story.
and,
So I'm getting out of court,
Yeah.
right? You know that you come in and you're all strung together in we wore the orange
Jumpsuits.
jumpsuits. I couldn't think. And I'm sitting there, you know, and you're going, "This is great. You're getting out. You don't know if you're getting out. You know, you go through all this anxiety, and the
Oh,
old
yeah.
man sitting back, agitating. He loved to agitate. He was a professional manipulator. He should have been an interrogator. He'd get you in a room, ask you like a Gatling gun. He'd fire 1,000 questions at you, and you'd have to answer them. But you know what he did? He did train me when cops would pull me over. I'd give you a rake name and serial number. I could be as high as 5 kites and just go, "Yeah, my name's what are you doing?" You did. I mean, it was
Right.
at the time. You know, it's crazy. But anyhow, we're in the court. This judge, his name was Judge Martin. All right. The first guy that gets up, he committed. I think he raped couple women. I can't
Jesus.
remember. He's 18 or 19,
Oh my God.
and I'm sitting there. The guy gives him life.
Oh. Wow.
Oh
That's
fuck.
starting off strong for you.
Strong.
Yeah.
Next thing I'm up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like
scared little.
you're like in the Wizard of Oz, the Cowardly Lion. It's like
Yeah.
you know the Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember
Yeah, I bet.
I love that scene. You want to jump out the window. So I get up there, right? And the judge goes, "Well, where are you going to live if I let you out?" I go, "My dad and mom." I go like this, back home. The old man gets up in the court. I didn't see him. Gets up in the
my
courtroom and
God.
goes, "No way!" And the judge's glasses slipped down like this. But they let me out.
Wow.
But who's crazy like?
Yeah, he almost blew your whole shit up.
Yeah, and on purpose, because he loved misery. He used to sing songs to me about being behind the 8 ball and money, money, money. So he hated me. He wished I was never born.
That's so
He
interesting.
told me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was a wild one.
He told you.
Oh yeah,
He said, "I hate you."
yeah. We'd be in the house when I was
You
little.
were never born.
I wish you were never.
What
born.
does that feel like? Like what is
Well, by
that?
that time frame, you treat him like he's a street guy.
He's not even.
No, you're like us.
He's not even the old
You're
man
like
anymore.
talking
He's not.
like talking to another
Yeah.
drunk or addict.
Yeah.
You're just like you're not son of old man.
Doesn't
You're
fucking
just like-
matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter because he loved it. I would steal his cars and he loved it. Never get punished. It's just wacko to understand it. Still to
Wow.
this day,
Wow.
because I was wild. I was wild. I'd jump out windows and
Right, but to have your father
yeah,
say,
that's of course. He hated
"I
me.
hate you,"
I hate you.
that. I mean, that is.
I wish you were never born.
That's a lot.
I've been through a lot, but after a while, it just becomes numb. You learn how to deal with it in a strange way, don't you, to survive? Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all you can do.
Well, you have two choices: either survive or jump off the bridge.
Right. Yeah. End it or move forward.
But I always had a desire in my heart, no matter how much I've been through, I want to live. I love life. We're precious people. Everybody's precious, but they don't see it because no one gave them the honesty mirror and the happy mirror to see their. I'll tell you an interesting story, which is really great. Monica invited me to live in her one-bedroom apartment. We still live there 33 years, on the floor in the living room because I was homeless for 2 years. Anyway, one day she's at work and my mother and father show up out of the blue. They just show up like they come in like nothing ever happened. You ever had you know what I'm saying? Like Everything-
just, hey,
everything's
what's
back to-
up?
Yeah, like you just seen him yesterday. Like it's like no, nothing. Just how you doing? My mother grabbed my beer, yanked on it. What's this? And the old man sat in the chair like this, and he had this beaver smile. Like you ever seen a beaver smile? You just see their teeth. Like
Okay.
it's haughty, really, when he does it. It's like some crazy person look at you. And I remember asking him. I go, "Do you want something to drink?" He goes, "No." Typical, agitator. He was an agitator. And then all of a sudden this inspiration came upon me. And I actually did this in real life. I did a living funeral, I called it. Jesus inspired me to do it right then and there. What I did was I started, I don't know, my mother, I think it was my father sitting in a chair, and I said, I'm going to tell you something. This is how you were to me and how you were when I was a child, my memories. And I point out everything negative, all the shortcomings. But then I said, these are the good parts about you. And I pointed out what I thought, his talent, his intelligence, his engineering skills. He was a great athlete. He had a lot of good attributes. So I did that with him. And then I did to my mom. And at the end of it, we went downstairs. I went to the car. They took a picture of me. And I said, I never want to see you again.
Wow.
You're like cardboard people to me.
Wow.
Why did I do that? Because my confessor told me they were an occasion to sin to me. That means if you're hanging around, say your parent is an alcohol drug addict, and you're with them, they push buttons.
Yeah.
And they do it on purpose. They know well, they raised you since you're a little baby.
They know how, yeah.
They know. You might think you're defending it, but they're masters at it because they knew you. So I had to do that. Why? Like my confessor said, to keep me sober, I have to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, it's your
It doesn't
boundary.
mean I don't love them.
Sure.
I prayed for them. I prayed for them. I love them best I know how. Because I didn't learn love. I'm still learning today how to love myself and others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that changes and evolves too.
It grows. It's like a
it
fruit
grows
tree.
that's the word,
It's
really.
like planting a seed and it grows, but it grows in happiness. You're always, when you're an addict and a drug addict, that disease is always in your face. And a lot of times it's very subtle.
Yeah, it doesn't always start with the drink or the drug.
It always whispers. Don't you miss this? Oh, you had a bad day today. Take a little drink.
How about you had a good day today?
Yeah.
Those are the scary ones for me.
That's
those
true.
those get me
Yeah.
more often than not. If I have a good day, or like I work in sales, like, so say I close a big sale and I'm killing it,
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
like, you want to make it that much better.
Yeah.
Though that's where I get like, no, stop.
But a lot of people don't know how to enjoy happiness. Because we become addicted to misery. We get addicted to self-hate. Because the disease in the world speaks to you all the time. Right? So to learn to be happy is one of the greatest gifts to enjoy life. Because I've been in a joint and a valuable styrofoam cup was valuable.
Yeah.
Seriously, if
Yeah.
people didn't know. And I came out, I was a different person, but all I could say is, yeah, it is. I did. For a whole year, I went, yeah, it is. Ask me a question. Yeah, it is. Because my mind was so depleted, I lost like 30 pounds, came out like a skeleton,
Came out looking like me.
and then went back into what? Partying. Why? Because your friends picked you up.
Yeah.
You can't be around friends that use. If you do, you're going to lose. They infiltrate your brain because they know how to manipulate you.
Of course.
So the drug dealing world, and moved up. Remember you asked me about it? We skip around. So I ended up driving out to Tucson, Arizona. Well, my best friend, he died a couple of years ago. And we used to buy poundage and drive back to Ohio. But on my first trip I went with him, that's where I met Crystal. Crystal came to my friend's house, who had a house there in Arizona and Tucson. And, he was a connection, and they used to deal with the coyotes and all that. And
So it a bike gang?
No, the
No,
Coyotes, Mexican
smugglers.
cartel.
Oh, the cartel.
Yeah.
Shit.
They went to warehouses where.
Okay.
Anyway.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm out there, and I met. Oh, I got to tell you that before I met her. They sent me on a little trip to Phoenix. All right. It's comical when you look back, right? So before we went to Tucson Airport to fly to Colorado. That's where we're going to Denver. I had 30 pounds of weed in the suitcase. And people go, oh, there was no security back.
I mean, this is pre 9/11, so.
Yeah, but this is way, in the 80s.
Yeah.
But still, you're taking a risk. That's federal.
Of course. Yeah.
But
That's
people
fed.
will poo-poo and say, oh, that's no big. Yeah, that's a big deal. I mean,
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it's Fed time. It's Fed time.
Especially back then, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
weed
one
wasn't
joint in
as-
Nevada would put you in
yeah.
the joint. So before we went to the next airport in Phoenix, it was too dangerous. At the time, there was 105 mafia families lived there. Anyway, in Phoenix. So I went and got my hair cut and looked like a preppy. Alligator shirt, and I have 30 pounds of weed. We put it on the plane. I get into the plane, I'm flying. And I always call them, they were, in my mind, outstanding grandparents. They looked like all American pie. You ever seen people like that?
Yeah. Of course.
You're
yeah.
going in your head, just adopt me.
Yeah.
They were so pleasant, respectful.
Yeah.
And they're buying me drinks, and I'm loving it. So I fly up there, meet this guy I never met. I think his name was Bobby, and he had a wife. And I'm staying at this house, and he's out during the day hustling the weed. So he hustles all this weed, so we end up like $20,000, $30,000 of cash. So where do I hide it? They could have killed me. I didn't even know these people from Adam. That's how stupid I was. I never met them.
Good point.
They met the connection. These are friends I knew from high school. I hide the cash in a cornflakes box.
Okay.
Well, who would ever think of robbing a cornflakes box?
No.
Nobody.
Wouldn't be the first place I'd look.
Who's going to look in? Unless you're going, I'm hungry. Because
Yeah.
I was with a guy who robbed a
Right.
house, and he goes, I'm hungry. And he starts eating out of the refrigerator. I mean, it's comical.
We had a guy on that did do that.
What, did he eat?
Yeah,
Was
he would
robbing
eat
the house?
shit.
Robbing
yeah,
the house
he's
and
robbing the
then
house.
just
Yeah.
stopping for.
I'm going to the dude. Hey, are you stupid? We got to go. This is a crime. This is scary. Really, you're like,
Yeah.
you're
yeah.
looking around, you're hearing creaks and cracks, and you're going, ah. But anyhow, to fly it home was interesting. I go, I never flew that much money, so where did I put it down my pants?
Did
you
you?
got the
'Cause
weed
you-
and the money?
No, he
I
sold the
Oh,
weed.
he sold the weed,
So
okay.
now you've got like 30 grand.
in a big stack.
But
Damn.
you can't fly. You can't 10 maybe. What is it? There's a limit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I had to put it in my pants to hide it. Where I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna put
Where
it in
the
no
fuck are you gonna
suitcase.
hide? No.
But I'm flying on this plane before with the American grandparent-looking people, and I go, they don't know I'm a drug dealer. You're like living a dual life. You're like in a
Yeah.
movie because
Yeah.
you're looking all preppy and
That's what you want, though.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
what you
but in
want.
your mind, you're like
Yeah,
deceiving
you
people.
know,
you
know, yeah.
and you're laughing in your head like,
Yeah.
only if these people knew who
Yeah.
I really was, man.
Yep.
So I flew it home, and then that week, I think it was, we're staying at his house. Crystal came by, and she was selling her TV to this person because she was doing coke. That was our first trip, so I said to my friend on the way home, I said, I'm going to marry her. And I came back a month later, whatever it was, whatever time frame, and she was there at a party. They were having a pool party. Tucson has pools. And something asked me her out.
You knew. You knew.
I knew somehow that, I just knew at that moment, like a
Yeah.
intuition, like you, really?
It's happened to me twice.
Has it?
Twice.
So you know what I relate?
I swear to God,
Because
not,
yeah,
not, no
no.
bullshit's happened to me twice.
I believe you. Because, when you're a junkie, she could have been dead.
right.
$600 they have it, and she was a dancer. So I go back there, she's at this party, so I asked her out. It just came out of my mouth. And then we hooked up. And she was born March 8th, and I was born March 7th, the same age. And we went
Wow.
on this bus journey. It was exciting. Greyhound bus. My friend gave me a pound of weed because they kicked me out because He used to date her.
Oh.
And I didn't know that at the moment.
But he.
But these, they're narcissists.
It's petty though.
But they're narcissists.
It's petty.
What? Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
I get
still
it.
narcissists.
I get it. It's
they
petty,
control
but
the
I get it.
elephant. The pink elephant wants his peanut back. So we're at this hotel and all this, and he's banging on the door, and he finally left. But I talked to my other best friend, and he gave me a pound of weed. We get on a Greyhound bus. Before we're getting on the bus, this pimp goes up to me and goes, "I want to buy her for $10,000."
Golly.
Well, she was really awesome. I mean, she was a woman walking the room, everybody like dogs. You know how
Stopped.
men are. So we ended up going to Dallas, stopover. Another pimp wanted to buy her for 10 G's. I'm honest to God truth. I said, "No, you're not
Jesus.
buying her." You don't understand until you're in this situation, buying another human being. So we came back to Ohio, lived a crazy life with my parents, and had to get out of there. We're living from couch surfing, whatever, with friends. And then we went up to Cleveland, and she was dancing at this bar. And this 70-year-old dude comes up to me. He was 70 at the time. I'm in my late 20s, 20s, whatever it was, 6. He goes, "I want to, I go, "No." And it like dawned in my mind. I go, "That's creepy." Like he wanted to, I go, "You're not doing that." Because she came up and asked me. I go, "I'm not a pimp."
Yeah. No.
And because she was never respected and loved.
Correct.
So then we go to this after hours joint. You ever been to after hours joint?
I guess.
Assuming that's the
Tell us
party
about
after the
it.
party, right?
Yeah, I mean it's the after party.
It's the
right?
after party, but
Yeah.
that's where they pat you down for guns.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's crazy enough. You're thinking you're with this woman and you're trying to protect her, but yet you go to deal more drugs at this after hour, putting her in more danger. So the moral of the story after that, we ended up in Cleveland. We're partying in Cleveland that same night, like 6 in the morning, bars were open or something. And we're standing on this corner. I can't remember where it was. And a pimp came up to me. Oh, no, it was a prostitute came up to me and says, "My pimp wants to buy her for $10,000. And I had this shirt on I made. It's called Mental Wreckage. She goes, "Mr. Mental Wreckage, we would like to." So I go, "Where is Crystal at?" So we go back in the alley, and these people are trying to shove her in the car. So we had to save her from that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
10 grand was the number, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because when you're in that world, you're not thinking of selling. I'm not.
No, fuck
Not that
no.
insane, but
Hell no.
to even think that someone has, I'll buy Bruno today for $50,000.
I'd sell them. I'm just kidding.
You didn't even negotiate.
Just
What's
kidding,
wrong with
Bruno.
you? Get at least with another 100.
He's not a good negotiator.
man.
He's not.
No.
But you get the moral of the story.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the 10,000 was going.
Yeah.
But that led to marriage, a reckless, crazy life.
Can you talk about? Will you share how that ended?
It ended in death.
Are you able to
But
take us
before
down that
that-
road?
Before that, first we blew to New Jersey, stayed with her aunt. She was later diagnosed with bipolar. And I told her, we were split up by then. I go, "You're bipolar." She was seeing some shrink.
How did they treat bipolar back then? Just out of curiosity.
I think they gave him lithium.
Okay.
Remember lithium? Brain salt.
I'm familiar, yes.
So, in New Jersey, we were still partying then. She wasn't doing any coke. We weren't doing all that. We were drinking, like mad people.
Were you married?
No, not yet. So we're staying with her beautiful aunt. So she didn't come. I was working as a house painter. I got a job painting on the New Jersey shore in Mays Landing, these mansions.
Sweet.
I was blessed, but I was
Yeah.
drinking and still doing a little of this and that. And I come home, I go, "Where's Crystal?" Aunt goes, "She didn't come home yet." So we're all fired up because you know what she did? She went and tried to get a job dancing again. She hitchhiked. She came home all like road rash. Like, what happened? And she told us this story. I don't know if it was true or not. This guy wanted, and she hitchhiked home. And so she went wild. Her aunt was like her 70 years old at the time, just went wild and said, "You can't live like this." And she booted out the window of the house.
Damn.
Well, she was tough. Because she rode with the Banditos a few times, like the Hells Angels. And I watched 6 New Jersey police officers arrest her.
How many it took?
She was tough, man.
Must have been.
Oh, if she was she booted this. She was arrested one time when we were divorced. She was accused of child endangerment and drinking. She booted it in Monroe Falls. The chief of police right in the you-know-where.
Damn.
No, she was wild. But she was a reflection of me. You know, like in reality.
Yeah.
So, and ended up we went to Houston, Texas. My brother got us there. One day I was driving down the road with her, and I was like, I didn't know nothing about recovery. I knew nothing about all that. I let her have the syringes around the house for a year. That was stupid of me. Why would? Yeah, we're finally. So we're driving down the road, and she kicks out the front window of the car, and I'm driving like 60 miles an hour on the Houston highway.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Well, she was bipolar, but we didn't know it yet. You know, after we got divorced, we found out. Because all of a sudden, she snapped. So there's this, you want to hear some really crazy story? You have time?
Yeah.
So after that happened, we were still partying. And she got pregnant, which was beautiful. And we were still drinking, but not doing any drugs. Because, you know, that changes your life. And she was happy about it, and she's changed, and I show you the pictures. She's getting healthier, and I was codependent. I didn't know any better.
It's not uncommon for people like us at all.
But I didn't realize, I don't know nothing codependence. I didn't know any of the terms, 12 steps, anything. So I was codependent. So they say, you want to go to a New Year's Eve party? We're going to go downtown because she was from Talmadge, and there was a band playing there that she knew the band members somehow. I don't know. It was crazy. So it's New Year's Eve, and all day in Houston they were going, you could take a yellow cab home for free because we didn't have a car then. We got on the bus.
Sure.
From the west side of Houston downtown.
Okay.
So we're on the bus. We get down there. We're having a good time. We're getting wasted, you know. The end of the night comes, and her friends go, we want to take her out to breakfast. And I go, you're not going. Because you have intuition, like, you want to do coke. You're not doing it.
Right.
I'm calling a cab.
Yeah.
So I went and called the cab.
Night's over.
Yeah. Dial it up. You know, on the dial phone, no cell phones. Yeah. Called up. Cab comes. It's a blue cab. I'm not thinking nothing, right? We get back home. The guy always goes, you owe me $30. I go, for what? He goes, this is a blue cab.
Oh.
It was only
Yellow
yellow
was
cab.
free.
Cabs, damn.
So I say, Crystal, go upstairs, you know. I was wasted, man. I was walking sideways. You walked sideways before, right? Like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this this cab driver drives me up to the plaza, like another strip mall, not that far from the apartment. Pulls into the right. Cop's writing this guy a ticket. He goes up and tells the cab driver, tells the cop about me, theft the cab. They wrote me a ticket for $30.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so I bounce home. I'm walking sideways. All this is going down. I get in the house. We get in this big fight over coke, right? I knew she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You could tell.
She admitted it?
She really didn't admit it, but I never really I hit women before in the past. You know, I did that before, but I learned a hard lesson when 10 women beat me up, and I deserved every bit of it. But I was young, 17, because I seen my father do that to my mother when I was really young.
Okay.
Okay, but they beat me up. So I threw her on the ground. I said, you're pregnant, you're not doing coke, and I slapped her, I think, in the face, right? She got up, and I was in front of the bathroom door. She walks up to me, goes to the kitchen, opens the door. I could hear a knife come out.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, you get aware when you're in that world.
Yeah.
She comes back to me like a robot, stabs me. 6-inch, I got the scar. You want to see it? Goes like this. Boom,
Wow.
like a robot. So I did this, put pressure on it, and I sat on the john, and I go, are you going to kill me or what? And she called the ambulance. But that changed the
Wow.
whole reality. in
Wow.
the sense that I just was stabbed with a 6-inch, and where the stab is about right here. If I'd have moved, I didn't even defend it. It's just like a robot. It's just like, well, you're wasted.
Yeah, I
You
mean, yeah.
can't really
yeah.
feel the 6-inch go in, but
No.
at least they slowed me up. But they never. I don't think they ever asked me what happened.
But it wasn't like the big boy kitchen knife.
No,
like
it was
the,
a 6-inch
yeah.
blade. That's bad enough. What
Yeah,
if,
yeah, of
What if I
course.
moved like this?
Yeah, she hit you in the wrong spot.
But
yeah.
thank God she called. I could have bled it. That
Yeah.
the blood was painting the wallpaper like, and I'm looking at it like it's a normal day on the job.
So you
Man.
two were like perfect for each other, but like not at the same time.
Yeah, we were like, what's
Like
the chances of
Bonnie and Clyde, but like not.
We were like, just first imagine this concept. I'm probably less than 18 hours older than her. I was born the 7th. She was born the 8th. Depends what time frame you're born at, night or day. You couldn't make this stuff. How can you? That's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It was divine providence allowed me. But I seen myself in her, like in reality.
Right.
You ever, you see yourself in other people, like you said before. You want to get inside their mind. So after she stabbed me, my brother said, "You got to take her to the nut house." Mental. Back in the 80s, you could call someone up,
Yeah.
and if they come to the door. And remember, I said I don't remember anything about recovery. I didn't know nothing, and I'm thinking about my baby,
Your child.
and I didn't know about the medication and drugs. I didn't want her taking any drugs and killing the child.
Sure.
I don't know. I was uneducated in that area,
Yeah.
so I didn't do it. So eventually, we made reconciliation, right? And we had the baby and all that. So we stayed down there, and my old man he didn't show up yet, but we came up for Christmas. My brother said, "Well, we need to go up to Christmas and bring the baby." His name was Donald, Mattis, the third.
Little boy.
Yeah, and we called him Trey. So we brought him up. What happened was I said, "Well, I'm going to talk to the old man, and maybe he's going to help me out." I'm 28 years old, whatever age, I think 28. He goes, "Oh yeah, we'll help you get a house. You have a baby now and you have a wife." And so I said, "Crystal, I'll go back down to Houston, Texas, right, and wrap up the little bedroom apartment." So guess what? I'm down there for a period of time. My old man shows up, and guess what he did? He brought my sister. They were drinking, and I was just like getting sober because an event happened a week before that, I think it was. I forgot to tell you that part. You want to hear it?
Please.
Yeah. Before they showed up, it was 3 days before the space shuttle blew up, the Challenger.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
And I was a painter, but I was starting my little business, and I hired this guy named Joel. And I found out he was dealing coke. So he goes, "Man, he was like the devil." This is how you could relate. It was like a devil. He goes, "Come over. I'm going to have coke. I'm going to have beer. I'm going to have ladies." So I go over there, I'm over there, and I drink like only a few beers. I don't know what happened to me. Because when you drink, you're drinking. You're not just
Yeah, no, you're drinking to the effects.
to get wasted.
Yeah, you're drinking to get fucked up.
It was really strange. I didn't do any of it. I said, "I got to go home."
Huh.
I'm serious to a heart attack. I didn't know what happened. It's like something came over. I didn't know what it was. I just was done. Like all of a sudden, done. I went home, and the next day I got up, and I'm sitting in this rocking chair, smoking a Marlboro cigarette. And I had this little tinted gold ashtray that we found in the trash because we used to do trash hunting, dumpster
Okay.
diving
Yep.
back in that day.
Yep.
You could have made a fortune because we'd take it to flea markets, So I'm there smoking this cigarette, and all of a sudden it's like I thought I was going insane that I had to call 911. My whole life was like a roller coaster ride, good, bad, ugly. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. You thought you were having a nervous breakdown, right? So I'm smoking. Huh?
You were seeing the light.
Yeah, I was seeing my life. So I was smoking a cigarette, and I put it in the ashtray, and by the time I sat back up, The mother of Jesus told me 12 words. Only 12 words. And you're like, the only way to explain it's like turning on a TV and there's a message. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it to people.
Okay.
You don't really hear it, but you know it. She said, my son, go to the church and get a most holy rosary. So I'm in ecstasy. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not a high. It's a state where you're just so loved and warm, and you're in another dimension. Honestly, I was really in. So I walked to St. John Vianney's church on the west side, which is down Memorial Drive. And when I started walking, I remember it was daytime, because when you're in ecstasy, you're there's no time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't. It doesn't matter. So I'm there, and I'm looking at this priest after a mass. And the priest was talking to these people. And I said, well, I'm going to be patient and wait and ask the priest for a rosary. As soon as I was thinking that, Jesus spoke to me. You couldn't hear his words, but he was like a commentary. Like, there was this house, 3-story house in the city house. You know, like the city houses are? And it was all in black background. And it imploded on itself. And then when it imploded on itself, you could see like the shattering in the dust. Jesus goes, I'm going to rebuild you. He marched me back to the sacristy and gave me a rosary. And that started my whole journey of sobriety.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. So
No.
I don't know, I learned how to pray the rosary. I'm brought up Catholic, and I just start praying it every day. Then I moved back here, and all things went crazy, and that was it.
But you
we ended up getting a divorce.
You stayed sober
Oh, yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you another extraordinary story. You want to see it? It has to do with these pictures I showed you.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I won't show them, but I'll show you the last one. So we're going through a divorce.
You can show the camera too, if you want. It should be the one facing directly at you. Second one right here in the middle.
So I was living at home. Oh, and I was praying my rosary every day, and Jesus put it on my heart again that a tragedy was going to happen to her in 6 months. That's all he said. What? Crystal. I got a coach over here. Thank you, coach.
You're now ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're going through divorce.
Okay.
Going to be soon ex-wife.
Soon to be ex-wife.
So I go, that's interesting. So I ran around, and I told every people that something was going to happen to Crystal, because I was involved with healing service and learning the Catholic world again. And people thought I was nuts. I didn't care. But I told them something's going to happen. So on August 2nd, about 6 months later, almost to the date,
Huh.
it was August 2nd, my son's birthday is August 5th. Crystal, this is what happened. I was at home. I was laying on the couch, and the old man yelled down the stairs. You know how people communicate.
Yeah.
Just scream at you. You're like, he goes, Crystal's in the hospital. I don't know what happened. That's all he said. That's the way he was. No, like.
It's all making sense. It makes more sense the more you tell more stories.
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't it?
it does.
Like it's normal. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you know. So I go, oh my gosh, what happened? So a neighbor came into my life, and a good friend of mine, Mrs. Deegan, she was like a mentor to me, and I knew her son and all this, and she was just a lovely, saintly woman. I had to get this guy came in my life to get the police report, and I still have it to this day. I should have brought it to verify it's a true story. What happened to her was like she was going on a camping trip with her new boyfriend down to Dayton, Ohio. They were going camping, and my son wasn't with them. And she threw, I think it was a beer bottle or beer can at him because she was sitting in the passenger seat. He pulls off the road and gets a flat tire because that's the way she was. She was not in recovery totally. So, oh my gosh, so I'm reading this story, and all of a sudden she says, in her mind, she's going to go across the street and thumb home to be with his birthday on August 5th. A car comes by and hits her. at 55 miles an hour. This is why I carry this book and story. To show you the power of prayer. Hold on a second, bear with me. It's hard to see on this one. You want to see it?
Is that the car?
Yeah. Here, check it out.
That's
closer.
the car that hit her?
Yeah. So, right here, you could see the dents. There's 3 dents. The first dent's here, the ones on the hood, and the ones on the top. They're like shadows. I got the exact pictures at home.
Oh, yeah.
You see the 3? There was 3 markings.
Yeah.
The guy hits her at 55 miles an hour. Guess what happened? She lived.
She lived?
Yeah. But later I talked to her. She was in rehab a year and a half at Edwin Shaw at the time. And she hid my kid from me. It was a fiasco. I couldn't find my child. So she lived, and I got to talk to her afterwards. She had a little limp with a little cane. But she lived, and she said she died at that second, but doesn't remember it. So she goes through all,
Moral of the story is that you had all these people pray.
yeah, we had all these people praying, Jesus spared her life. But then she goes back, she got sober for 3 years, I think it was. Then she went back into that world. She married a wizard.
A literal wizard?
And we met him at Blockbusters, and he told us the whole story. This leads to the final story of what happened to her. So she marries this wizard. Ironically, they were living when my son was 8 years old, I think, at whatever age. I think 8. She's living in my old neighborhood where I grew up, like 2 miles away.
Okay.
Okay? She ends up managing out again and leaves him. Like, bust out his window. She loved busting windows. And
Just
stuff.
like she kicked out your windshield.
Yeah, he just verified this. Like, oh, I know that story. And so she ends up working as a prostitute at Brook Park. And then she somehow goes back to Tucson. In that picture I showed you. So it was December 10th, 1998. I was at the bar. This is when she was murdered. This is how I found out. I was at the bar ministry, and a friend of mine, Mrs. Deegan's son, came and gave me the memorial. Like, what happened to her? I didn't even know. If it wasn't for her, I would have never known.
And she was gone.
She was murdered. So what happened to her was someone picked her up, obviously murdered her, and dumped her on an Indian reservation water plant outside of Tucson, where they left her body. They could not recognize her body for 3 days.
Jeez.
But they knew her because of her teeth, and she kept my name, Mattis. And at the time, CJ detective said, I will find the murderer. But this is like 5 years. What year was I found? I don't know. Something made me go on the internet and look up her story, and she was dismembered.
God damn.
Yeah, that's rough.
Well,
I mean, to stay sober through that, though, is...
That's why I'm trying to tell all these stories, Leah. I'm
massive.
still sober. And the reason I'm sober is because of the Catholic Church, the devotion to the Blessed Mother, the Sacred Heart of Jesus. This is one of my...
What you got over there? I saw...
Oh, I got everything.
Little... Okay.
You see it?
Yeah. What's the...
and the Daily Rosary. That's
what's the silver thing over there? The little...
This is Holy Salt. It's the sacramental of the Catholic Church.
Okay.
And anything with the sacramentals of the Catholic Church, it's your belief system. If you believe this, it's really interesting. It's how much faith you have in it. It's not the salt, it's God's grace working through the salt. Like the crucifix or the statue of our Blessed Mother. We don't worship her. She is an intercessor.
She's like the middleman.
Well, honestly, it's like the king and queen. In the back of the day, they go to the queen to get to the king. Mm-hmm. So you go to the mom, and she points us to who? Jesus.
Okay.
She brings us to her son because she had, who'd she have? Jesus. So that's why I bring the statue wherever I go to let people meditate on that. But the best thing is what I learned in the bar. These bar people taught me a lot. When you're sober and they're drinking, they're getting high, and you watch their face melt, and you know, it's like going to a funeral because your heart goes out to them because you know there's a better road. So
Yeah.
they tried to debate me on religion. You know what I tell them? When they're drunk. I go home, get on your knees, ask Jesus about the truth. And he will tell you, either today, tomorrow, next day, or next week.
I mean, we've had 68 guests now sit in that chair, and every single person has had a different way to get sober, and some of it does involve religion, and some of it, some doesn't, and some, it's just whatever works.
Yeah.
And who am I to argue that?
Well, you can't
I'm
really
not.
argue it.
No, if it works, it works.
But also you could help people get more improved in it. So it's a blessing to be here, to be invited to tell my little story, hopefully to help someone have the courage to look at themselves in the honesty mirror and say, I am really, really messed up. I need help. That's the problem with addicts. I never want to ask for help. To this
No.
day, it's hard for me to ask
It's
for
still
help.
hard, yeah.
I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to this day, and I've been sober 39 years.
You got to think twice. It's like almost like you said, I can do it too, but I really got to think twice before I ask for help.
Yeah.
It's not like my natural instinct is to be like, oh, let me ask for help. No, it's like, I can figure this out. Fuck, figure this out.
Yeah,
and then I'm
because
like, all right, I'll ask for help.
Yeah, because you should know everything.
Right.
Because I was brought up with a maniac, basically a crazy person who degraded you. You should know everything. You shouldn't ask for help because that was a sign of weakness.
Right.
And in a man, you know how that rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're weak. You're a weak stick.
Mm-hmm.
So you're afraid to ask for help for whatever reason, and that shame and guilt comes back because you always have to deal with it. Especially after what happened to me. I mean, it's just sick.
I feel that your story will definitely reach people and touch people. You told a lot of great ones. You told some sad ones, but nonetheless, it all came full circle. And
Oh, I'm glad I could do that and bring hope.
dude, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
Like,
You're welcome.
seriously, for even driving down here.
Oh, yeah.
Means a lot. So,
Well, it's going to benefit you
yeah, I mean,
because you're doing great work.
we're just putting it out. That's it.
So I want to tell you something. What we need to do is Habitat for Sobriety. Build houses.
Yeah.
But there will be conditions to it. Like you have to be sober a certain amount of years.
Yeah, time.
Doesn't it make sense? If you talk to a 5, it's not that we're better than people. We just have more experience.
Well, no, and sober living is like, I can't imagine running a sober living where it's like this guy's got 3 months, this guy's got 4 months, and then
Yeah.
they're sneaking and geeking, trying to get high, and then they're getting high together, and it's a fucking nightmare, and you got to kick them out.
And guess what happens to you? You're busted.
Yeah, and then you're fucked on the rent.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, no,
And then
I'm cool.
Yeah. But if
So
you're
I
sober,
understand that completely.
people ask me to be a sponsor. You know my 3 rules are honesty, honesty, and honesty.
Easy enough.
Simple enough.
Either be honest or don't. If you're not honest, leave. Don't waste my precious time.
Yeah.
We work hard to be sober. It's not like you just pop in sober.
No,
It's not Cracker
it
Jacks.
takes effort.
Yeah,
and
we all have to
pain.
deal with our wounds. And they're real wounds. And anybody who poo-poos it, I'll tell you how strong God is, maybe in a sense that he gave me the grace at this moment in time. I was in my bar ministry and 2 old friends of mine came and I said Crystal was murdered. And they said, good.
Wow.
Ooh, I would have fucking...
Well, of course you want to do that, but God gave me the grace at that moment to be forgiving.
That made me just want to just
Well, I felt that.
not even square up.
See, you're
just,
allowed to feel your feelings and emotions,
Mm-hmm.
but it's what you do afterward.
Just hit them.
But I understood that I go, they're drunk, they're high, they don't know what they're talking about, and if they don't want to see the old Don, because you know what you do.
Yeah, right.
Well, who would say that
Good
to
for-
anybody?
good
who
for
in their
you,
right?
though.
Yeah, but who in their right mind would say that's really evil? That's the devil coming out of them.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Like they were happy about it, like my old man.
Hmm.
None of them ever said they were sorry or nothing to me.
I don't know even today if I would have been able to handle that, honestly.
It was a test. God tests you. But
How
it
much
made
ti-
me who I
how-
am today.
How much time did you have when that happened?
Oh,
Do you remember?
hmm.
I'm just curious.
I don't know, 8 years. I don't know.
Okay, well.
Something.
I'm sitting here at 9, like I'd probably still hit the guy.
You know, you asked
So
me.
maybe I got some work to do.
See, when I am interviewed, I always pray to Jesus. What should I say? I can't remember exact dates. I really can if I put my mind to it. But why put that in my file?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
is it really that important if it was 1942 at
Sure.
3 o'clock in the afternoon
Sure.
and I was wearing a.
Well, the reason I ask is
I know. I
and
have no problem.
I was speaking with a guy yesterday.
Okay.
It's
a good question.
He was coming up on a year.
Oh.
And I said, listen, man, I said, that person that you're going to meet at a year is going to be totally different from the person you meet at
Very good
6,
point.
7, 8.
Since you brought that up, it was probably 10 years. Because she was murdered in 98 and I was
Okay.
sober in 86.
You had a decade.
So maybe 12 years.
Okay.
I was long my way.
Solid time,
But,
yeah.
but God gave me the grace to even go to a bar. Most people would go,
Yeah, most people can't.
Well, they would go, why are you doing that? I go, well, God put me here to listen to people, smoke my little cigars,
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
and love
Yeah.
people.
And what's the thing? This is like,
What-
sick people or healthy people don't need doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a really powerful story I did learn from a priest. I was sober, and Monica and I went out with him dinner. He fires up a cigar and drinks a bourbon. And in my warped mind, in a sense, you're going, that's a priest. You're thinking a priest should be amoral, this, that. No, he's human. He could handle drinking his little bourbon. There's nothing in moderation that you could have a cigar. He wasn't firing up 25 cigars,
Right.
ordering a,
Yeah.
hey, give me the fifth of whiskey over there. But it taught me a lesson. And you know what he said? Because I asked him. He said, it's none of people's business.
Yep.
And that sticks with me now.
Bottom line.
If anybody asks you a question, it's none of your business,
None of
really.
your fucking
Yeah.
business.
Like here, I could share what I want or I don't have to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I choose to share, lay my life out and my reality to help others, to give them encouragement and hope. And I have in the past. But it's normal to me.
Yeah. It's what you do.
That's my life.
Yeah.
I love people. I love all walks of life. I met a lot of them. Not met everybody, but
Yeah.
you always notice the profile of people, right? The addicts. You could spot them. If we went down to the block right now and just stood on the corner, you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know my kind.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And they don't have to be drinking or smoking. You just
No.
go,
Yep.
Like we came to the store here and there's this guy sitting out front. I said, Monica, just lock the doors. No, because,
I get it. I
Yeah.
know. I get it. I'm
Yeah.
laughing because I get it.
I know. But it's hilarious. In your mind, you're going, wow, this is danger, danger, danger. But it's good to talk to other people in recovery. I wish we could talk to more people. I think the recovery programs should unite. A lot of people are embarrassed about their recovery.
I think it should be 1, 2, but that's.
I met a guy at a party the other day. I went to a funeral yesterday. A friend of mine from high school died. I met this guy who was 4 days sober, and I knew him from the bar ministry. And I go, this is great. But, I could look at him and go, not ready. Because what he was telling me was that his wife's family still drinks, and they go over there.
And he's got 84 days.
Yeah.
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 But
Not ready.
He's not ready. And he fell before with his wife. I go, well, look it. Don't go over
Why would
there.
you do it again?
But it comes to my point. You got to divorce people. It doesn't mean I love my parents or my
Right.
family.
Right.
Would you rather see me shooting heroin and robbing whatever?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
I think I never murdered anybody. Honestly, that I remember. I know I didn't, but you might remember that. Like you said with that guy with the heroin. But he was doing other things.
Yeah.
But you could see something in people like he was. There's people just don't care. You met them.
Right. Well, there's a look behind their eyes.
You know what the look to me is?
Yeah.
No one's home.
Yeah.
When I met that guy in the joint, nobody was
Yeah.
home.
Those are the ones you stay away from.
When he's telling you a story, what he just told me, I'm going, you would do it. And he looked just like a blockhead. Like
Yeah.
you could take a Louisville Slugger to his brain and go. And you go, what happened? What's that? You met people like that, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't know if they don't have any common sense or they're just.
I don't either.
It's
I
really
don't either.
scary.
There's like one in particular that has that look, and he's actually in prison now,
Well.
and he deserves it.
How did you handle prison with all that tragedy in there?
He went to big boy prison.
Yeah.
I was just in minimum security prison.
Big boy, yeah.
But like, for me, like the county jail was way worse.
No, people.
Like, because I was doped. I was opiates, heroin.
Yeah,
and
I
so
know.
like I'm small now.
Yeah.
I came in smaller, and I
Oh
was
my
an
God.
instant target.
You were a skeleton.
So I was just fucking fighting
Yeah.
immediately.
Well, you
like,
have to.
constantly. Yeah, it was not fun.
You got to take the biggest guy out. Or try to, and they'll respect you.
Yeah,
It's a
try
weird-
to.
That street game is weird. They respect you, though, for fighting.
It's weird, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I had a dude one time come over. He took my whole bag of commissary.
Yeah.
I got as much as I could. I spent as
Yep.
much money as I could. He took it. He said, "We have to fight over this."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." We did. I lost, and then he gave me my shit back.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It was over.
Well, you've been in a big boy
Yeah.
prison. It's a lot crazier.
You don't have to be the best fighter.
Yeah.
You just got to be willing to fight. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really what it is.
But they'll make you their boy.
It's not a fun way to live.
No.
You
It's-
don't have to live that way.
But they don't, in my opinion, they don't really want to rehabilitate people because I believe it's just,
It's getting better.
I'm glad.
It is getting
It
better.
does my heart good
really
to hear
is.
that.
And I'll speak for Ohio,
Yeah,
and I'll speak for Central Ohio. It's getting better.
I'm glad.
Like there's a lot more people with lived experience that are being placed in the proper places.
I see that's important.
Yes.
You don't want to replace somebody with a crazy,
Or just some college kid with a fucking criminal justice degree.
yeah. Oh,
Like, what the fuck? Do you know how many times when I worked in that facility, I'd see kids come through with first job with a criminal justice degree, and they come on the unit and they're like scared to death.
yeah.
And then you'd see guys that would come through that had been COs at other prisons,
Seasoned.
and they were like eating fucking apples and
Yeah.
like, walking around like,
They're seasoned. It's like
yeah, it's
nothing.
not shit. Yeah,
It becomes normal,
yeah,
right? Isn't that sad though?
It's
It just
wild.
becomes normal.
it's wild.
It is wild, and you lived it though, and you've seen it in reality in the prisons.
It's wild.
So how did you get out of prison?
What do you mean? How did I
Did
get
they
out?
just let you out?
Oh yeah, I did my time.
How much? 8 years?
3. Nah.
Thank God.
Three's
Yeah.
good.
3's a good.
Three's a
3
haul.
was enough. You know.
Wow.
Three's more than enough.
Yeah, 3's enough.
I'm glad you made it.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Seriously.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah, thanks for-
like seriously, thank you for coming and being
No.
so open
Oh,
the way
yeah.
you are.
I've always
It's-
been open.
It's refreshing, and I think our viewers will really like this episode.
I hope they do.
Thank you, man.
If I could help one person,
You
Job
will.
well done.
You will.
let's give applause for each other. We're all making it.
Small
and
round of
Bruno
applause.
too. Look at he.
Oh, he clapping over there.
Yeah, I see him.
Thank you, Don.
Thanks,
You're
brother.
welcome, man.
Thank you.